Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for Damien Cavanaugh.
Speaking. Well, what do you need? I have clearance to work today.
I don't work here. I'm a friend of Reza Tamiz, Jericho.
Jericho? Jesus, how did you... Hold on a second, let me just...
What did you just do?
I made sure that this remains a private conversation. How did you get in here? This place is a bloody fortress.
I'm getting good at finding my way into impenetrable fortresses. I'm Zoe.
Damien you already know who I am, which I find sorely disturbing. I told Jericho that he couldn't talk to anyone about this. Did Jericho send you? I haven't been able to contact him.
Jericho's gone. Something's happened to him. But he left me enough info to locate you.
He's disappeared. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. What about Rio? She went to see Jericho 5 days ago.
Is she... Are you close?
We work together. Why? What's happened?
I think she's... dead.
Are you serious? Oh, Jesus. I'm in way over my head on this one. I shouldn't have asked her to go. What happened to her?
I don't know. I found her in Jericho's apartment. She was hooked up to this white plastic thing, and there were wires going into her head.
The Dreamer.
What?
That's what it's called. A Dreamer. It's not supposed to kill you.
I know. They hooked me up to one.
Who hooked you up to a Dreamer?
2 girls. Twins. I don't know who they work for, but I'm guessing they're connected to your company.
I've seen them around. They work for Miss Gilmore, the president.
I think maybe they got to Rio as well. And they're after Jericho... after Reza. I was hoping he'd made it here.
I haven't heard from him since Thursday. Sorry. Rio rang me when she got into Casablanca and told me she'd met with Jericho.
That must have been right before... I found her in Jericho's apartment, and minutes later the Eye raided the place. I was arrested, but they let me go the next morning.
Is there anyone who isn't involved in this?
This? What? I decided to track Reza down in order to help him. He's my best friend. But I don't know what this is, or what I've gotten myself involved in. Now Reza's vanished, and you're the only lead I have left. Can you please just tell me what this is?
You don't know anything?
Only what I've picked up on the way here. Reza never shares his stories with me. I know that Watilla Corp is working on something, and that they've been testing it out on people in Newport. You called it the Dreamer. I know that the Dreamer is probably connected to the static somehow, and that is most likely what Reza was investigating in the first place. And I also know that Watilla Corp is keen to keep all of this under wraps. Keen enough to kill people. Apart from that, I have no idea who you are, what you've told Reza, what Rio was doing in his apartment, and what this Dreamer thing is all about. So you're going to have to fill me in, and I'm not leaving here until you do. I've come too far to go back now. If I can't help Reza, at least I want to know why. I want the truth.
Right. Well, okay. I understand you want the truth. I wish I could tell you. I'm putting myself at great risk here, Zoe. I don't know who you are. For all I know, you could be working for the corporation. And then again, if you do, I'm already done for anyway, so... You're right about all of it. Watilla Corp's working on something big. The Dreamer. It's a device that'll let you dream anything you've got a mind to dream. Lucid dreams. You're awake and in control. Can you just imagine the possibilities? Every other entertainment medium would simply disappear overnight. Why watch a movie when you can dream it? It was destined to be the biggest thing in history, and it was supposed to go on the market in a few months from now. However, about 3 months ago, something happened. There was a contamination in the network that connects each Dreamer console with the central processor, Dream Core. I used to work on the network code, the parts that link the Dreamers with DreamNet. When the problem appeared, my bosses asked me to head up the group charged with identifying the problem on this end, to weed out the bugs. What we discovered was that DreamNet was beginning to slip out of our control. There was a contamination, but it wasn't a bug. It wasn't internal. We figured someone had hacked into the network and introduced a virus or worm, something sneaky and adaptable. It didn't take me long to realize there was a link between the static and our problems. The static wasn't the cause, it was the effect. Whatever had infiltrated DreamNet was, for lack of a better word, leaking out onto the wire, causing glitches and system crashes. When I told my supervisors, I was instructed to not ask any questions and to just keep working on the problem. So I did what they told me, but at the same time I started digging deeper on my own. And that's when I met Rio. She was working with the biological systems that run our code and operates DreamNet, the central processor known as Dreamcore. She'd been digging too, and like me, she'd reached an impasse. So we started working together to identify and nail down the contamination. We figured that sooner or later the static would be traced back to Watilla Corp, and then we'd be out of a job. Besides, it was getting serious. People were dying. So we kept digging, and then one day, about a week ago, we discovered something that changed everything. We discovered the truth behind Project Alcheria, behind DreamNet, behind the Dreamers. Wattie isn't making these things to entertain people. They're making them to spy on and to control people. DreamNet was designed to record people's dreams, and Dreamcore was designed to analyze them. Watilla Corp can extract private and personal information about anyone who's ever been connected to a Dreamer. And that's just the beginning. By feeding data back through the Dreamer, they can plant thoughts, instructions, even hypnotic suggestions in people's heads. DreamNet is the biggest brainwashing experiment of all time, disguised as mindless entertainment.
And now someone's hacking into it.
What? Oh, right, exactly. Someone's trying to take control of the network, the most dangerous weapon of all time. Rio and I, we realized we had to tell someone, but we also knew that the corporation would do anything to protect their secret. If we went to the media, we'd be dead. We had to find someone with the guts to expose Wattie, while protecting our identities.
The hand that bites.
Who better to expose this conspiracy than Jericho and his notorious feed? We knew he wouldn't be afraid to go up against Watilla Corp. So we got in touch, and then Rio went over to Casablanca to meet him. She brought a prototype Dreamer with her to prove we weren't crazy. We knew the risk, but what else could we do? And now... I can't believe Rio's dead. And Jericho. I'm afraid that if nothing's done, this'll keep escalating. The static will get worse. DreamNet will be hijacked, or the corporation will launch the Dreamer. Any way you turn it, it's bad. Real bad.
This is... And you're sure about this, Damien? It sounds like science fiction.
The people behind it seem to believe that it's possible. And the Dreamer works. I've tried it many times. It's incredible. Like nothing you've ever experienced.
But to know that they have free access to your innermost thoughts...
I won't use it again, that's for sure. Not with everything I know now.
Is there anything you can do to stop it?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it since I first realized what was happening. The static's starting to kill people. And if the Dreamer launches, I don't want to think about what might happen then. So yes, something can probably be done, but I can't do it by myself. The plan was for Rio to help me when she got back from Casablanca. I don't know who else to trust. So I'm a bit stuck.
You can trust me.
Yeah, I know, but you're not... I can't just ask... Why would you want to help?
Why? How can I not help? I may not be any closer to finding Reza, but at least I can do my part in exposing this conspiracy.
It's too dangerous. You could get caught. Or worse.
If you knew what I'd been through these past few days, you wouldn't say that. Whatever it is you need me to do, I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Damien, we don't have a choice. This is what Reza was doing. He was taking a stand. He was risking his life to expose Watilla Corp. I can't run away from this one. I have to do this. For Reza. For everyone. For myself.
Sounds like you've really thought this one through. Okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
Well, you've definitely arrived in the nick of time. If we're doing this, we have to do it now.
Just tell me what we're doing. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So we need evidence. We need to know where the intrusion is coming from, and we need to stop the static from causing any more damage.
So how do we do all that?
I have to stay here. This is the only place I can access the system from. You, on the other hand, you're going on a long hike into the Watilla caves. From the time I open this door, you have 30 minutes to make it down to minus 58. That shouldn't be too hard. At least you don't have to go up. Yet.
I'm fit.
You definitely look it. Okay, one moment. Alright, Zoe, so you know what to do.
I go down to sub-level 58. In exactly half an hour from now, you'll disengage the alarm, and I'll open the door.
Remember that once you're through, the door will be tagged for maintenance by the security systems. If you open it again before the scheduled time, we're screwed.
I got that.
And the rest of it?
I got it. All of it.
Good. Keep in mind that I can't call you while we're inside the building, so we won't be in touch until this is over. Best of luck, Zoe.
Thanks, Damien. You too.
Okay, I wasn't anticipating how long that cutscene was going to be. So I'm just going to have to run this to 50 minutes and then...
Still a few minutes left. I have to wait.
Okay, that was odd. Oh, man.
First off, keep an eye out for spiders. If they spot you, you're toast. Use doorways and ventilation shafts to hide in when they're close. Stay quiet and out of sight, and you'll be fine. Alright, so in order to get into the Dream Core itself, you need to find a way into the offices surrounding the core room. And to do that, we have to cut the power to the doors. I can shut down the necessary grids if you can patch me into the closed circuit system down there. Locate and remove the wall panel marked PSA1 and upload the software I gave you directly into the system. The panel is on the outer wall of the hallway, on the opposite side of where you come in, close to the doors to subsection 2. It may be hard to spot, so keep your eyes open. And remember to keep your eyes and ears open for spiders. I want you back in one piece.
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in my ass. Okay, come on. Whoa. Okay. Shoot. This way. Okay, it's an actual worm. Okay, sorry, I'm being really quiet right now, but I don't know where this flippin' spider is supposed to be.
It's a data key scanner. It looks just like a real worm.
Okay, well that's not it, so... Okay, so the spider went across.
This looks like the security office. Damien told me not to go in there until I'm ready. The security's pretty heavy.
Okay. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna have to look at his instructions again. Alright. Okay, alright, this is it. I've completed the transition from bored college dropout to secret agent. My mission to infiltrate a high security lab, insert a worm into an organic computer, and get out undetected. How did I end up here? Last week I was watching soaps and eating potato chips in my underwear. Anyway, the first thing I need to do is find a panel on the outer wall of this hallway. Shouldn't be too difficult. Except, apparently I keep missing it.
I can't go back up until I finish what I came here for. Those elevators go up to the ground floor, but I won't be going up that way, unfortunately. This is a closed environment, and that's where the air is coming from. This is a closed environment, and that's where the air is coming from.
Trying to find this panel.
This is a closed environment, and that's where the air is coming from. There's something in that wall. There's a sliding panel here, and it's marked PSA1. That's the one. It's open. I can access the closed-circuit system now.
Hold on a sec. I don't trust.
It's open. I can access the closed-circuit system now.
Go here. Okay, so we should have time since now that's passed.
I'll just upload Damien's software into the closed circuit system. There. That should allow him to shut off the power to the office doors.
As soon as you upload the patch, I'll be able to shut off the power to the doors. After that, you should be able to get into the offices. Unfortunately, the door to the core room itself will still be locked. It operates on its own secure grid, and the only way to get into the core is to use an authorized access key. We'll get to that later. Now, you need to scan the bioworm I gave you, and before you can do that, you'll need to place it in a special capsule. You'll find those capsules in the laboratory just down the hall from the panel.
Okay. Down the hall from the panel. I feel like I'm actually going the opposite way. Oopsies. We're just gonna wait for the spider to pass by. It's very scary during that cutscene. I thought I could hear the spider. I was like, no, please don't. Okay. There's two of them now, I guess. Because that thing came by really, really quick. The hell? Is this the laboratory?
It's locked for access. I'm guessing security here is top-notch. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric data. It's a full-body scanner. It reads all my biometric data and uploads it to the system. It's securely locked. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric data.
Okay. So I thought for some reason the outside here was it, but I guess not. That looks like laboratory. Here go, capsule.
After inserting the worm into the capsule, you'll need to scan it. You'll also need to scan yourself. The scanners, with my remote assistance, will upload both yours and the worm's DNA into the Dream Core's guardware. This will allow you access through the airlock. Both scanners are located in the med lab.
Okay, first thing first. Where's our worm? Encapsulated worm.
It's a full-body scanner. It reads all my biometric data and uploads it to the system.
DNA and cellular composition analyzed. DNA and cellular composition of biological entity analyzed and cleared for entry and insertion into core.
After you've scanned both the worm and yourself, you need to locate a key to the core room. The security officer in shift won't be in his office. I'll make sure of that. But Rio told me they always keep a spare key around. That's in blatant violation of security procedures, but it makes our job a lot easier. You'll need to search the security offices to find it.
Okay, I'm not quite sure which one is the security office. Totally over time, but I'd rather finish this off. It's the... that. Spider's up ahead, so just take it easy right now.
This is the security office. The security in this office is pretty heavy. I'll need to do exactly what Damien told me to do.
The security office has an isolated grid that isn't connected to the building systems. If it's on, I'm afraid you're going to have to disengage that too. It can be switched off from the inside by one of the security spiders. Check the cybernetics office. There should be an extra spider in there. Use the software I uploaded to your mobile to control it remotely. Inside the security office there'll be a dock where the spider can access the local grid. The spider you'll be controlling won't have the right security clearance, however, so you'll need to find a way to upgrade its clearance. If you fry one of the patrolling spiders and download its clearance, you should be able to dock with the security office grid.
My god, this is like one thing after another. Okay, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to reach the office and then I'm going to end the set there, because I now realizing there's like just one thing after another after another.
I'm guessing this is the cybernetics office.
Okay.
This console is locked, and the protection is probably airtight. Without Liv around, I wouldn't risk trying to access it.
Okay. Either way, I'm going to end the set here. So, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!